Oh boy. Where the fuck is the other controller? There we go. Hello. There we are. Oops, no, pause. God damn it. Hello, fellas. Wait, what? You need a strep from Albert? Wait, what? You got a what? A code what, Helen? What? What? Good to see you guys. Welcome on in. Good to see you. Sorry for the relatively late start here. Everything okay? Yep. Started a bit later. Family was having a they were having a fam barbecue for Labor Day. Sorry, Labor Day, Memorial Day. What the hell's wrong with me? Oh, yeah, I forgot I was working on this. I haven't actually tested it in VR yet. Huh. I mean, it's sort of working out. I haven't done the texturing and everything, but huh. Good enough the fingers work for the most part. At any rate. Let's switch this shit up here. Gotta get the cam set up and everything. You shall see soon enough. Oh no. Is something going on? Family barbecues are nice. I miss those. Gotcha. Oh shit, brother. Oh shit, brother. Is there some shit going down? Nice suit, thank you. Actually, I'm actually revamping it to be more of a robot, actually. I need to resize certain things. Trying to make sure I've got everything. Is that everything? I think it is. Should be. News automaton for EOS? Nope, it's for a separate, it's for something separate. Got Yandere? Wait, for Albrecht? Hello? Wait, for Albrecht? Yandere for Albrecht? Hello? What? I'm not sure what you mean there. Anything in particular going on for today, though? I did mention in their Discord that I'd be starting a bit later today. For chips? Oh, haha. Makes sense, of course. He's the anime protagonist after all. He's gotta have his yandere. This will be fun to find out about. I'll bet it will be. All students about all this had a physical by Med Squad? Got it. Should I keep Med out? Yeah, there's a certain amount that I don't mind, but, you know, overall, it's generally something good to avoid. Oh man, loading in. Why is everything so damn laggy? Is it still just because it's loading in? Right of the Protect Zone show? Yeah, this is true. Alrighty, here we go. Switching to models and climbing on in. Everyone is the protagonist of their own show. Of course, of course. That was fog, that's what that was? Everything's taking a while to... Hello. It just mirrors everything a bit laggier. For some reason. Might just be me. Alrighty. Hello. I'm also an illusion. Okay. See here. God, why is it so fucking laggy right now? Let's find out what's going on today. Is there any classes? I should find the headmaster and get a briefing. First things first, though. Yeah, they have hard RP stops now. First things first. You ways to start off the day. Painkiller. These illusions do be hitting different, don't they? Yeah, it seems it's set for the rest of the season, which is, some people like, other people don't. It's whatever. I necessarily haven't really. I'm not really one for it, but to each their own. And rules are rules, so. Yeah. So you see, you went on a hike, of course, of course. Okay. Let's not determine what the hell is going on. And yeah, friggin' laggy. Feels laggier than usual. Soda soap. Mwah. Hello. Hello, Zachary.
Carver.
Your eyes. Oh, is it, that time of the month again, huh? I see. Well, I guess we'll handle that later. I'm not too worried.
Given all my weapons to Professor Silver.
Good to know. How do you figure we should proceed in regards to, you know, when the time comes tonight?
I'll be in the cave.
Good to know.
Including myself.
I figured, probably putting that barrier up in the cave again this time and maybe not letting it down would be a little bit better. When you spend some time in there, get more used to yourself.
Shouldn't be as bad as last time.
That's good at least. But yes, when the time comes, do seek me out.
course.
How's everything proceeding so far today? Got a bit of a late start.
Just had checkups, though.
I remember the headmaster before was mentioning having all the students get physicals done, or examinations.
Yeah, just completed them.
Gotcha. Did the main hall already happen? That was pretty much on? No classes today?
No class. No.
I see. We'll see if we can find some of the other students, see if they're not doing some training, and make a bit of progress today. Unless, of course, something happens to arise, because, as you know, something always does.
I'll let you know when things are happening.
Sure. Take care. Seems a bit off. Wonder if that's because of the whole full moon thing. Hydrate! Hydrate, we hydrating then. Unless, wait. Yeah, I'm aware. Let's check out, actually, the Coliseum. I know a lot of students tend to like to go, because for some reason looking in this direction is terribly laggy. Performance. Over. Oh. Greetings, Mason.
Nobody's in there right now.
Good to know. It was a bit of a late start this morning. I see. So I heard everybody got physical examinations done.
Yes, sir. Some, I believe, are still in the process of getting them done now.
I see. I'll swing by. Thanks for letting me know.
You're welcome.
Panting lad. He's always out of breath. Very iconic of him. There are quite a few there.
Maybe you can tell them. Bryn?
Okay, let me just clear this up for you, all right?
Greetings.
Let me just clear this up. There's no such thing as blood fountains.
They're talking about blood orgies.
What?
I don't know.
Wait.
I actually don't know what that is.
Did I hear that right?
Oh, well, it's certainly not in my land.
They acted very...
They're not really necessarily talking
They
about
acted
that.
very
It's just
shy
more
when I
so-
came over here.
Well, it's just more so out of something said something out of context, and then somehow ended up in blood orgy.
Somehow, this is a conversation.
That's essentially what I said.
Okay.
We don't question it. We just don't. We just let it. We just say hi and then bye.
Something about
I think that's a good
blood
idea.
and high councils and I don't know, that's what I just heard
It's a blood
passing.
fountain.
They said it was romantic.
Something about an orgy part as well. Yes.
What, are you trying to get it at what? Are you trying to get arthritis?
Archie?
Was that a controversial statement?
I will physically blow up in a
It's,
ball of flames.
Oh!
You got this, Cinnabon?
Got it.
Fantastic. Put her here.
Flora.
Okay, well, how about this? From now on, when there's something involving hell brought up, how's about we don't talk about it? Because if we do talk
Right off the
about it,
fucking bat then. Jesus
Ryder's
Christ.
least favorite subject, and he'll run away.
Bye, Ryder.
Are
Then.
there cheesy bacons and...
No.
Maybe that's the one thing that ties him and keeps him here stuck to this plane. The one reason he keeps coming back. This world must be protected for the sake of cheesy bacon.
What the professor said.
That was the best thing I've ever heard. Let me tell you something. When I was in the human world, you know, here,
Thank you so much, dude.
I had my first taste of cheesy bacon. And when I had my first taste of cheesy bacon, I tell you, great Scott, my stomach was in a better place.
What's a cheesy bacon?
She's having a moment to
Process?
adjust. Yeah, process what she. Yeah.
I see. Is that
Really
So
great.
cute. Her leaves were shaking.
oh, is that something to be concerned about?
Yes.
I mean, hey, Christy, that's kind of why I want to be like
Okay.
my ancestor.
towards you.
I mean, it might be a bit worrisome if you inform them and they start quivering. I don't know.
Here, so I told him to talk to you.
I don't know.
But you could know for
What?
future reference. That way, if someone says
What?
the word,
No.
Able to
What?
tell me
or
themselves.
you
Is that not what she legit said? She was shaking. Shaking, quivering. Is there a difference?
During that, can you tell me what you think it is?
Made me think maybe it was about person that's
It's a shower.
What? What? Yeah, a lot of this. No, this. I need words here. I need
You don't need
words
words.
to.
You already said,
I'm
you know,
requesting words.
my brain,
If that
my
helps.
brain is not in that field of mind. Okay, that's all I can say.
Well,
When you
apparently-
said that out of context, now you describe it, now I'm fine.
Well, you're the one that took it out of context. I'm saying, like, I just want
You're the
to
one
point
that
this.
said it out loud.
I'm the one that
You
said
didn't
it,
have
but you're the
to.
one that took it out of context after they mentioned that she was shaking.
Well, fine, fuck it, fine. I'm putting you in the context. Okay, what do you think I was thinking?
When you feel angry, just punch a wall.
If I took it out of context, I know exactly what you were thinking.
Bullshit.
These are my friends.
No way.
What do you mean? What do you mean, no
There is
way?
no fucking way. There's
No.
no way.
Wait, what do you mean, no way? How?
I don't accept that. I don't accept that. No.
Why is that so hard to it's because I'm an instructor?
Why are you playing this on yourself?
Okay, so
I am the innocent, clean professor instructor. That's what I am, and that's what you should refer to me as and think to me as. Okay, I'm just an innocent baby, innocent little baby. Got it? Okay.
Yeah.
It's not weird till you make it weird. Can we not have dense, please? Oh no, I wasn't being dense there. I was just, baiting, I guess you could say. Speaking of... Albrecht, where the hell is Albrecht? Sadly, we can only have dense. Now, is he actually dense, or does he only play dense? Well, we'll see what happens rest of today. D&D party? What is my druid of the high CC 20? Now, where is, Professor Albrecht? I should ask the others, actually. They probably have a better idea than I will. It's better than trying to run around and guess 24/7. Unless this is the longest con.
Why would you give him frosted tips?
They are. Because we like school. I think it's cute.
This is Gavin's thing.
Has anybody seen Professor Albrecht today?
leave him alone. Ryder, do not move.
Ryder, don't move. I'm on your shoulder. Okay?
They were very
I
hostile.
see. You've also been reading 50 Shades of Infernus.
Wait, what?
You've
What?
been reading what?
What'd you say?
What?
See, because he's enacting in the backpack stuff.
I know.
I'm not gonna.
He said it to me earlier.
Not
I
gonna
didn't
question
think he
that.
thought of him that way.
Cinnabon,
So it's about our mission information.
have you seen Professor Albrecht?
Oh, then how do you know what's inside it, huh?
So you two are gonna go see Professor
No.
Fix, right? You're gonna make time out of your day.
Alright.
I read the
Do we ever see where he is?
fucking behind
So you
I
read
would
it?
hope so.
Good point.
I know.
synopsis.
Sometimes.
Oh, right.
When you see him, is it ever actually him?
Speed
Man of
trading.
mystery.
Yeah, there you go.
Gotcha. I'll keep my eyes
Assume
peeled.
at face value.
I saw him once give himself a drink. Like he was laying down, and then he came out of nowhere as another Albrecht,
Yeah?
and he gave him a cocktail so he could
Secret safe with
continue
me.
drinking.
I have a mission.
Quite a handy skill.
And it's called
Inspires laziness. Oh my god.
For you. It's to make me fucking happy, so I don't have to check you every
Yeah,
time.
I wish I could summon a person.
hi to the
Yeah, that'd be nice.
and she heard me.
Ryder.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, hey,
Sorry,
so,
listen to her.
Have a strong body, you have to have a strong mind.
Soon. Damn.
yeah, I definitely got a strong...
I don't know what to do with myself now. It's just a free day and I need structure and what
Is it?
classes.
Yeah, I feel that. I figured there would be
You
some
could
kind of
start by
class today.
reading all the books in the library.
That's an
I
idea.
have.
Yeah,
Couldn't hurt to, you know,
Schools of Magic, hit me with them.
read
Go.
them again.
Walk right now, come on, let's go.
What if something happens to the library and all the books burn down?
Conjugation, education, illusion,
Conjuration.
enhancement,
Conjuration, abjuration.
Duration, not
The
education.
Hellhound, we share a demonic kinship. So talking to
Maybe another look in the library would be helpful.
Potentially.
it would help us out. Politically so, because I don't
I
wanna be
was
frozen over.
joking.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Do you think I hurt her feelings too much?
Oh, absolutely not. If that's gonna genuinely hurt her feelings, then we've got much more to worried about than someone's martial abilities.
Oh. Got it.
Eh, she's a tough bun. She's fine. Good morning, Esme.
Good morning.
Everything going well?
How'd your...
There he is.
I've seen Rook. I have seen him. He happens to be right there, yes.
Just, tell him if you want to do Limbo. I'm sure he'll be glad to give a demonstration.
Oh.
It's fine. I don't really want to. Sorry.
Esme, what's got you down?
I'll talk to you later if I'm okay being not supervised.
Huh? Supervised.
Alright.
What?
Was it a long talk?
I think she just wants to be...
Yeah, it was a very long talk. I want to sit.
I guess.
I don't know, come.
Did I miss something? Oh, I'm sure I missed something. You just...
I honestly have... Listen, you know, all this stuff is just right over. If I knew, I'd be more than happy to let you know.
Fair. I don't know. It's like you miss one day at this academy and the whole world has changed.
A lot has changed, Professor. A lot has.
Oh, yeah? Hello, madam. Hello.
Hello. Hi. Looking for someone. Sorry.
No worries. Me too, I guess. Seen who?
Misty.
Misty. They went with went with Ryder and Miss Bliss over in that direction. You got it. Misty, hope everything's alright with her.
I mean, apparently she was chasing people earlier this morning.
She was? Oh, great. Well, that's something to look into. Again, I guess. Today's to-do list keeps growing and growing, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, I guess the madame has it under control, or at least she's looking into it right now.
I suppose that's good. I should then try to put my hopes in her reliable hands. Try to.
Yeah.
That's a new.
Yeah,
that's a new
I'm
prospect
sure
to
she's
me.
more than capable of taking care of what she needs to take care of. So you can just take it easy today. Just take a nice little breather.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
Sorry. That was a good joke. Maybe I. One can hope.
Day by day. Step by step. Move by move.
Right. I'm gonna touch base with.
Facilitate the situation.
I'm gonna touch base with Professor Silver, see if there's anything I should know of. I'll sync up with you later.
All right. Take care.
Well, I want you to put yourself.
To approach someone with a magic enchant. Not a double check. I'm sorry. It was weird. Okay.
Oh, it's Professor Vaughn. Pardon me, just had to. Ow. Shit. Just had to turn off the fan. I do want to thank y'all for hanging out. Good to see you guys. There's Lila.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's a very weird nerve.
Victor. Greetings.
Victor?
I heard you from a while away.
Have you seen Augustus?
How are things this morning?
You're speaking to Albrecht in the teacher's lounge.
I make things. I'll talk to you later.
Of course. Albrecht, I was actually seeking him out. I didn't miss too much, did I?
Not really. We just have a pending investigation.
Investigation?
Yes. Very hush-hush at the moment. I could fill you in if you desire.
No,
I need to do
of
it in my
course.
office.
Sure, Lance.
Very well.
You need to step away now.
What? Whoa.
Walk forward.
That was really weird.
Quite strange.
Come here.
Oh no, yes, I'm very aware. Just walk this way.
Okay. Okay. Alright, I just want to make sure Okay, just wanted to make sure of something.
Quite fine.
Right. So, what's the lowdown?
So, as far as we know, at the current moment, there's something with Esme regarding jealousy. She's getting, well, spirit of her ire is unhealthy. Now, let me start from the beginning. We had suspicions only recently, and then we were come to with some details, and Albrecht observed some conversations. Apparently back when we were on the island, Esme stabbed Gyp's heart. Victor apparently coaxed her to doing this.
Ah.
Save your questions for later, but, basically we have no idea why this was done. All we do know is that Victor did make her do it, and Chips was terrified. So, fast forward a little bit. At the current moment, Esme has some sort of obsession with Chips, which is how Victor got her to do it. I believe Vivina and Chips have been getting close, so Esme, of course, is reacting unhealthy to it. So, with her kind of spirit, it is something we need to monitor. We've confiscated her weapon for now and put it in a safe place. Let's see. We do not know why the stabbing occurred, other than Victor wanted it to happen. Another thing is, we are keeping close eye on Chips and Esme at the current moment.
Good.
And we believe Vivina may or may not be in danger, but we will keep a close eye on Esme to make sure that doesn't happen. So far, Victor has denied that he had anything to do with her stabbing Chips,
Of
other
course.
than he witnessed it.
Of course.
And there's an outlier. We may be able to get more information. I'd talk to Chips directly, but we need to keep an eye on him rather than talk to him. It could raise some eyes.
Stabbed in the heart. Is this some weird vampire shit? It's probably some weird vampire shit.
He's not dead, so must not have killed him. So.
Well, I must not have killed him. Good to know that he didn't die back on that island. I just.
When I talked to Victor about who was present, he said it was himself, Chips, Esme, and one more. And that one more was Tyrrell. He witnessed it happen.
Tyrrell.
And didn't take it off in any different way other than play. He thought it was just playing.
Okay.
So, that is someone we're going to question next.
Is stabbing people in the heart considered play by merfolk standards?
I'm not entirely sure Tyrrell's a merfolk. I did some research. Pretty sure he's a reef giant, actually.
Reef giant? Okay.
Yes. It's actually strange. I did see pictures of a creature, like Tyrrell, except it wasn't Tyrrell, it was reddish. Had different facial structure, but it was almost identical in shape and size between forms. So, he must be a reef giant, much like the other one was.
I see.
They're too similar. And so that is where everything's currently at. I'd tell you more if there was any, but currently no one but the teachers must know about this current situation.
Of course. Knowing some of the students, I'm sure word will get out to some degree, but, I'll keep my mouth shut. It's something I'll keep my eye open for, but, considering this is also within your squad, I'm sure it's something you will have well handled. I can,
Yes.
Yeah, I can trust you with that. No doubt.
Current moment, Olbrecht is
doing my best to, anyways.
And so we will also keep an eye on Chips. If you ever see one of the two, just keep an eye on what they're doing. If you see any behavioral issues. But that'll be it. That's all I have for you, Carver.
Got it. I've always heard students have interesting words in regards to Esme, but I never really struck her as the type. It's interesting. I mean, I was able to tell something was off today, but thank you for filling me in.
Of course. If you ever see her with a weapon, confiscate it.
Of course. Immediately. Thank you very much.
Of course. That'll be all. I want to
Right.
see if I can spark that fish to rise from the tides.
Sounds like a plan.
It's on my objective list.
Hmm. Ay. Jesus. God, it's hard to get anything in between, like 14 and 1. Well, so much for an easy day. Barthol jinxed the fuck out of us, yeah, didn't he? Jeez. I need to plug this in. Fuck, what the hell did I just step on? Ew, what the fuck is that? Hello? Get off my foot. You're like sticking to my foot. Hello? Ah, now it's stuck to the other one. Okay, we're good. We're good. Need to plug this in, let this charge for a while. Then after that, we'll go ahead and slap full body on a bit. So, I guess that's half of the excitement for the day, ain't it? We've got yandere, bitch. Ugh. Look, I know what it's like to have somebody obsess over you to the point where they do questionable things, very questionable things, so I sympathize with him. We assess a student by how tragic their background is. Of course. Hey, Soda. Good to see you. Carver's alive. For now. For now. Manipulation of people is getting worse and more dangerous. It is. It needs to be dealt with. But he does deny involvement. Ah, fantastic. Whatever. Everyone's squat running. What the fuck? Where are they all headed? Esme's with them. She doesn't seem to be, being watched after right now. Rava! Mwah. Love you. Good to see you. Of course, that's where they went. Oh, shit. Now, where is Albrecht? I wanted to touch base with him. She's always said rather weird and interesting things. I wonder if that's related anyway, or how. Nope. Stalk that motherfucker.
Professor.
Greetings. There you are, Albrecht.
How are you doing?
As good as I can be. I was, filled in regards to the, present situation.
Yes, it's a colourful one, to say the very least.
Always something, isn't there?
You can say that twice.
Unfortunately, I guess there's no class today to keep a lot of students distracted, so what does that become? Investigation time?
I have no idea. I believe that most of the students are, after their physicals, not doing much of anything. I could not tell you.
I see.
I'm pretty sure that by now the physicals are all finished.
Seems like. Nobody was inside the medical bay when I went inside. I miss anything important in particular?
None that I can think of. We had our day of remembrance, and
right.
The elves from Eldoria came by and secured the coffin and brought him home.
Yes, I saw their ship.
We had ours. Yes. We had the ceremony and so on and so forth.
I see. So, other than those two things, I guess not too eventful. Guess I should be glad for that at least.
Well, no news is good news, as I say. It seems things are quieting down, for the most part.
For now.
Well, besides all of that.
Yeah, it's... Victor, time and time again, is becoming increasingly more of a concern to me.
Actually, if you'll let me break away for a moment, I just saw Chips. I would like to ask him some questions.
You mind if I accompany you?
You may. Might be too late.
I too would like to get filled in here.
Shame.
Oh. Wonder where he ran off to.
I'm unsure.
Could have gone through the main hall. Or the museum, at least. No, it doesn't seem like it. Damn. I will hydrate. Jen.
Should I come across him again, I'll try and speak to him.
Good idea. Feels like it's gonna be a relatively slow day. Victor, there we go.
I get that impression. After a cross-examination from Vaughn, it became very clear that he's been lying through his teeth.
Victor? Well, there's no surprise there. Things like this keep up, wonder what we're gonna have to do.
You're not wrong.
I definitely believe in regards to certain rules, and when it comes to the actions of certain students, we need to buckle down on certain things a lot heavier.
No, I don't disagree. Not in the least. Time will tell, I'm sure.
Makes me wonder, how good is a schemer or a puppet master if everyone finds out about his schemes?
Well, I do not know. That will require me to know what somebody's end goal was, and I don't. Perhaps all it is to sow mistrust. That is very successful at the moment.
Unfortunately, yes.
Professors.
Captain?
Captain Silva?
Would you like me to inform you of what all has been done so far?
Yes.
All right,
Please.
Let's go privately.
Of course.
To the office, Professor.
A good idea.
You'll have to forgive me, I'm not quite as speedy as the rest of you.
Not to worry.
I do not know what you mean, Captain. I like to take my time.
I do a run, but not as frequent as I used to. I'm not doing 15-mile runs.
without the ruck as well, I assume.
Now I give up after 3. 3 miles is good.
No, you're a nerd. No, you.
This should be
Good morning, Lottie.
Well, I have found a couple students walking through the hall, so perhaps just to be extra safe, the administration office.
Hmm.
Okay.
Fine idea.
So, Professor P.S., are you familiar with everything that has occurred in regards to Miss Esme?
I was recently filled in by Professor Vaughn.
All I know is that the weapon has been confiscated, and that the matter is being looked into by the headmaster. I did tell him to defer to his judgment, and I am keeping my reservations to myself.
Seems like you and I alike haven't, we doing that a lot these days, huh?
That's concerning to hear. But,
well,
where I'm tackling this particular issue is on the Esme side in terms of her relationship with her squad. Over the last year, Ignis has become fractured. They have cut out Rook. Bavina is in conflict randomly with particular students. Victor does not talk with his fellows. And now we find out that Esme is viewed as a danger by at least 2 of them. One in body language who won't say such, and the other one who will say so, privately, behind her back. Not a good situation.
Who is the one that will not admit to it?
Chips.
I'm sure if I talk to him and tell him that I saw it for myself, he would admit it.
Yes.
I was going to speak to him earlier, but I lost sight of him. Don't know where he went.
You do have that advantage of being able to witness these things happen. I'm very well aware that, I know Vavina, at the very least, is very cautious, in particular of Esme. Low-key threatened, dare I say.
Yes.
Not low-key.
High-key, then.
So, here's my plan for approaching things from that direction.
Yeah,
I
my
spoke
ears,
to Esme.
Captain.
Spoke to Miss Esme and have calmed her about our concern. I've let her know that she's still a student here, as far as we're concerned, as equal as any other. But that, for the safety of her squad, that we have taken the move of having her relinquish her weapon under our control. But she will still go on missions as normal, be dispatched and be issued weapons, including her own when she's on mission. Now, while that is going on, I also told her that what you observed when you were with them, though I did not tell her who observed these things.
Well, I'm sure they have their suspicions.
Were particularly troublesome. That not understanding the body language of the person she is interested in is a great danger. Could cause misunderstandings, although I think indirectly in this case it's a very clear understanding, but regardless.
Again, just to reiterate, Captain, his back was to a wall. She literally could have put her hands on the wall on either side of him. She was that close, not allowing him to leave.
Domination. It's dangerous. So
I was there the whole night.
Oh my
She did not sleep. She sat up on that couch and stared at him the entire night as he attempted to sleep.
He chooses them well, doesn't he? Anyways, that's perhaps this one chose him. Regardless, so that is not an occurrence that shall happen going forward. With Esme's permission, I am going to give her 2 teachers in the art of reading bodies and body language and see if she will learn to be more discreet about her interests and to understand the emotional discomfort that she is causing others, in particular her love interest. Augusta and Rook will be giving her lessons in how to read body language and understand the actual clinical term for this is empathy. Esme does not have empathy.
Those 2? But
She was not aware
I-
that
are they-
Chips had a different emotional state than she did.
They're not very emotionally together themselves, as far as I'm aware.
It is concerning, but understandable.
She's not the only one of our students. We have 3 of them who have the same condition. Her, Mr. Joseph, and Stark. Stark worked with Vivina, and Vivina taught him how to at least pretend. But Vivina is not willing to help Miss Esme, as she considers her a teacher.
Understandably so. I was going to say, normally Vivina is the one to trust with these kinds of issues, but all things considered.
And she's discreet.
Yeah. I understand completely and agree.
I must speak in her defense, to be honest. Because we had company at the time, Captain. I was not completely forthright. There was not a note that was brought to my desk, but Vivina seeked me out herself, and was very distraught, and said that she had chosen to speak to me about it because I was far more discreet than she.
Oh dear.
So.
And I fear now it has gotten out. Well, she was not upset at me when I approached her. I did speak to Miss Vivina as well. She actually agreed to these terms. I don't know if she was indulging us just to make us comfortable.
Knowing her, she'd be more likely to speak up if she had any sort of form of disagreement.
She was concerned enough to approach me at the cemetery when I was leaving. Enough so where she was convinced that Esme would not so much hurt Chips again, though she's concerned for her safety, but kill her.
Yeah. I don't consider it past her. She is more than capable of doing that, especially if she really does lack empathy completely.
Do we really wish to be so, I guess the term we could use here is easygoing or soft about this entire endeavor, considering we have one student genuinely afraid of their...
It's not a straightforward scenario, Carter. I mean, yeah. If she doesn't have empathy and it's a trait that she just doesn't have, she's not going to understand what she did wrong. That's the issue.
I'm very well aware of that.
That's why the captain is attempting to get 2 students to teach them that essentially they've not done anything wrong. In my eyes, however, I think one of the main culprits here is Victor. Yes, this is not the only student that I've heard him manipulating or seen with my own eyes.
Victor.
While we were in Abagua, I would spend some time under the guard towers, discreetly, making sure everything was handled the way it was, because some students would disappear from their post. So I wanted to make sure that did not happen. While they were watching the western gate, Rin was on duty there, and Victor decided to come over. And for over an hour, he sat there, spinning his tales about how there was not a single student here who was her friend. That friends make her weak, that Vivina is using her, and that a spider keeps many, many threads. And when one thread becomes useless, it cuts them off. He is isolating her.
Time and time
to the
again.
point where she even said to Stark not too long ago that she does not have friends, she has comrades.
This is concerning.
Time and time again, Victor has proven himself to be someone who inspires dissent.
Well, my first interaction with him was in Concordia. Hannah refused to eat food that he brought her. She honestly thought he was trying to poison her. That was a real concern. She really thought that a student was trying to kill her.
In addition to
And she'd
everything
get
we're
sick,
doing-
by the way, after she ate that food.
Oh dear. That's right, she did mention that. You know, in addition to what we're already doing with Esme, I think it's time that we keep a more, well, you're already doing it, but a more wary eye upon Mr. Victor.
Forgive me, Captain. I do not like spying on students. It's not something that I use my talents for. I happen to be nearby when I hear things, and if they are concerning, I remain. If I wanted to, I could tail Victor all day and not even concern myself with it, but
No,
ethics
forgive me for
is
even
more of a
bringing it.
question.
We, though, together as a student, together as a professor body, should keep our eye upon him and the influence he's wielding. It sounds like this is more dangerous than we knew. Especially given what you told me about what happened first year. I was not aware.
This was something
that
that
was
they
the cause.
spoke about themselves, and apparently none of the staff were aware. They did not tell anyone.
Keeping secrets.
Now, see, the headmaster had said that he believed it had something to do with feeding the Chips, because he refuses to feed the way that he is supposed to. However, Professor Von very lightly interrogated Victor. Victor said this was not the case, and that had nothing to do with it, and that Esme had misunderstood his words, but he told her to just follow her heart, and she took him literally. We both know that that's absolute horseshit. He's a conniving and manipulative person who acts more like a parasite than anything else, and that is coming from myself. I know.
Indeed.
I reserve my judgment, but the things that I have heard him say, to the point where there are students afraid that he's going to kill them, not a single professor and not a single student has either told me something good about this student or held back their judgment. And on top of this, I've witnessed his behaviors myself. It is very concerning to me.
Completely justifiably so. I was going to say, in regards to what he was telling Professor Vaughn, what Professor Vaughn relayed, I was going to say, how do we know that in and of itself isn't some other kind of lie, manipulation, in order to twist the professors as well? I'm very well aware, and it's been relayed to me that he is a quote-unquote puppet master, as some like to call it. So I refuse to be one of his pieces, and everyone else should as well. Well, that being said, I'm not sure if there's something for him to gain from it, or if that's simply it in and of itself. We had a conversation at one point.
Puppets when you cut the strings.
We had a conversation at one point a while back, and he asked me a question. He said, do you enjoy puzzles? We had a conversation based off of that topic, most of which greatly suggested that a lot of what he's going through here seems to be some kind of a game to him. If that truly is indeed the sole purpose of it, then I should hope that's the least of it, and there isn't some actual intention behind it all.
I'd like to take a look at his files. Everything that has to do with him, any information that may pertain to why he's here, it just gives me a very worrisome feeling on a professional level.
Ancient, thank you so much.
This isn't like it's some sort of spat with another student. It's not like this is some sort of expected issue between officers or such. He is... It's undeniable. There is no secondary guessing. He is manipulating staff and students. I don't understand why this has not been stopped.
Wasn't aware of. Didn't have a clue.
Well, if it's the truth that we're talking about here, as much as I hate to say it, when it comes down to, quote-unquote interrogating, as you said and Vaughn did, or simply asking questions, at this point, there's no way of telling exactly what it is he says is true or not. There is one way, but that requires the use of Willow, and while I hate the idea of having to force someone into an actual interrogation, if things are becoming that serious, then we may not have any other choice. Professor Willow is able to make use of truth circles. Put a student inside of them, and if what they relay or what they say to you is not the truth, then the circle itself turns off. There is a twist, however. They can avoid telling a direct truth using an indirect one. So unfortunately, it's not as effective as it should be, but That does make things extra hard for him, because if we ask him a question, he sits there hemming and hawing, trying to find some other way to warp the truth. It becomes rather obvious.
I feel that it is best if for now we make sure that our eyes are no longer closed to the danger that is presented here. But we don't go too far yet to start directly interrogating a student under a truth circle. Until we know
We
something has
observe.
been done
Yes.
that we can directly say is a danger to the existence of this academy.
You talking about Victor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Are you against me speaking to Chips?
No, not at all. In fact, I was going to ask you if you were going to do that next. Otherwise, I would.
I intended to.
Well, you are aware of everything I have done so far.
Yes.
And that is my plan from the Esme side of things, to give her the opportunity to earn her trust again. In addition, I may add this, Professor Bliss, some of Ignis' squad may reach out to you to be a mitigator for them to have a meeting.
Okay.
As wonderful and capable as Professor Vaughn is, counseling is not one of his strong suits.
Yeah, I could see that.
I think they may be
I
able to
just,
use your touch.
I will do my best
Yeah,
to
just
keep the other
exercise.
students busy, uninvolved.
I will also inform the staff that reminder tonight is a full moon, and there are worries amongst the students, those that turn. That's their usual items or objects or contraptions that usually allow them to suppress it. May not be as effective.
Yes. I spoke with Zachary prior to that, and before night falls, we're going to head over towards the cave. Going to be applying a barrier inside,
Yes.
which he can spend time with himself.
His
Well,
weapons
I
are
told him
located
as
upon
much.
my desk. He handed them over to me this morning.
Very
This is
good.
something he and I had spoken about 3 or 4 days ago. I will be holding that barrier up until morning.
Excellent. All right. Thank
However,
you, professors.
there is something that was brought to my attention that concerned me a great deal about the caves, and you both have been here longer than I. I'm hoping you can shed some light on it, so to speak. Apparently, there's something there that has whispered to the students. It got in their heads at times. It was expressed to me that there is a fear that should I use this as the place to keep Zachary safe, something might appear to meddle. Do we know anything about this?
Actually,
I have not been informed of this.
Is that what happened the first day we were here? The first day of class?
actually, no. If you'd all come with me.
Professor
Of course.
Carver,
Yes,
I will catch up with you tomorrow. Unfortunately, I have to depart. So.
I see. I'll fill you back in tomorrow, then, in that
All
case.
right, I appreciate it. Good night, professors.
You have a wonderful
Have a
evening.
good night, Professor Silver.
It is always a pleasure working with you.
Same from me.
The two of you will follow me to the caves.
Yes.
Good night.
I think isn't it technically like later down the line at some point everything connects to the metaverse? Because I know there's characters in AA essentially that are in metaverse, but that's down the line, you know? Hmm. Layout's definitely a bit different since I was here last. Wonder if much has changed. Not in here.
The safest place.
Likely. I'm actually trying to find something in particular. I'm not sure where it was moved to. Interestingly enough, during one of my very first days here at the academy, there was a bit of an issue. It actually led to one of my deciding to attend here as a professor, interestingly enough. As I mentioned before, when I first arrived here, I came as an inspector on behalf of EOS. Oh. Guess we're not alone. Regardless, during my time here, early on, we had some kind of run-in. There was some kind of dark-looking spirit. Whether it was directly associated with the darkness or not, I was unaware, but it spoke rather menacingly and very cryptic. Willow and the headmaster managed to put a seal on it, keep it trapped. So for the longest while, on the back right side of the academy, or it's not academy, back left side of the caves, there was a rune on the ground, a seal for it. It kept it there. Yet the students were hearing whispers. It may have something to do with that inside of the cave.
Usually, whenever I scout for corruptive forces, I have an ability that lets me sense them.
Not a bad idea. Would Melanie know anything about it? She's been here longer than the other two.
I am not so sure. As far as I'm aware, that was kept from most of the students. But as things usually go, eventually word gets out and things get around, so I wouldn't be surprised if the majority of the students, save for the new ones, aren't already aware of it. That being said, I actually wish to just locate it. Unless it was...
Oh, if you can find it, let me know.
Didn't dispel it, did they? Did they fucking dispel it? Did the headmaster get rid of it? You gotta be kidding me. Where's the fucking rune? Where's the fucking rune? Did it break out? Oh no. Was the seal broken? Is the headmaster even aware of this? Scheiße. Not on this side either. Where the fucking... Fantastic. Fan-fucking-tastic. Okay. Hidden away? I don't see it. Greetings, Joseph.
What are you looking for?
Something in particular. I am not so familiar with the new layout of the caves at the moment. Hello?
Look at this place.
Yeah.
Rather spacious, isn't it? If there's anything we could do to help you find whatever it is you're looking for, by all means, let us know.
I'm looking for a particular blue rune on the floor. Have you seen anything of the sort?
Nothing yet? No, not the entrance. Oh, that's what you meant.
It looks similar to what covers the
What
entrance.
you're talking about. I know what you're...
Did it only show when you came close to it, or were you able to see it from a distance?
You were able to see it from a distance, but it was placed on a location that was hard to see unless you were close to it to begin with.
I remember it. It'd be on the ground.
Yeah.
Hello.
Quick moment, I need to ask Professor Vaughn. Pardon my language, Vaughn, where's the fucking seal?
The seal for what?
Do you not recall the encounter we had with a dark-looking spirit some of my first days here? It was inside the cave.
Not quite sure.
I
I hate to say this, but with the rearranging of the caverns, is it possible that someone might have mistakenly disrupted this seal?
It is 100% likely. And if that's the case, then that would explain some of the whispers you said people were hearing. Which now I share your concerns.
You would think that they would tell them about the seal, the people that are reconstructing things.
Well, then let us search one more time. And if it cannot be found, then we will assume that the seal has been broken, and whatever this thing is may be around still. So tonight we must prepare.
If that's the case, it may be in my best interest to try to join you. It's rather easier for me to hold up those barriers as well, but should something show up, I've actually been exploring my own capabilities. And as per what Professor Steele told me, it's somewhat akin to astral projection, meaning theoretically, I should be able to make contact with incorporeals. In theory, I haven't tested that yet.
Way of saying punch spirits.
I will punch a ghost so hard, but I have yet to test it out.
That's what this is for. Or no, this is for incorporeals once safe in my blade.
Wonderful.
I leave you to your agendas. I have more work to do.
Understood.
Okay.
One more small sweep. Because it was sort of hidden last time.
We saw nothing so far. Melanie, I believe, had went back up the tunnel to check. We hadn't seen anything up there either. You said it looked similar to the rune on the entrance, right?
It did look similar to the rune on the entrance. I guess there's a likelihood that in the rearranging of the caverns that it could have accidentally been dispelled.
Well, what was it doing exactly?
Keeping something in.
That's worrisome.
Yes.
It's no longer here, and it's been dispelled. Well, the barrier would have activated, would it not?
It wouldn't be able to get past the barrier to the academy, but because of that barrier there, this region here we're currently sitting in is technically outside of the academy walls, or academy barrier. It wasn't able to get through. Last time we encountered it, we actually spoke to it through that barrier.
Well, we'll be sure to let you know if we see anything or if anything else comes up.
Thank you.
Does the headmaster know about this?
Not sure.
Well, considering we just came here to see if the seal was intact, and Professor Carver cannot find it, I would assume that the headmaster may not know. So
And if he
will be
is and didn't
notified
tell
as
us,
soon as possible.
then... Well, that's a different conversation.
Of course. Well,
Either way, it's worth being concerned. If you happen to be wandering the caves and you see some small dark-looking thing or hear whispers of any kind, please be wise and evacuate immediately.
right.
Sure.
And or avoid the caves altogether until we get this figured out.
Yeah, that's probably the smartest idea.
Unless you can smell spirits. I wouldn't know.
Shizu. I remember Shizu saying she could smell her spirits one of the first days.
Yes, I remember that as well.
Yeah, she may actually not be a... Might not be a bad idea to pour in on this.
Please stay out of trouble.
Yeah, maybe she could help us. She's very knowledgeable. After watching her spirit walk, I was very impressed by that.
Quite.
She just running back on her own.
Is she what?
I think she assumes we're coming with her.
Does she?
Maybe.
Neither is Carver. He said he punched them, but I'm still holding my reservations.
Is that what?
It's talking about you punching ghosts.
We'll see.
Punching ghosts? Won't that just go through then?
Oh, Professor Steele was actually analyzing my abilities, and according to him, he mentioned that it appears my abilities, be it universal magic, is somewhat akin to astral projection. And if that's the case, should retain the ability to do so. I haven't exactly encountered many spirits in my time as a soldier, though, so I've yet to actually test it out. Hey guys.
Not going to stay for dinner. I'm just saying.
He's teasing me, Carver. Make him stop.
Oh, you tease each other. I don't know what you're talking about.
Is that a genuine request?
A teaser knows
Carver,
another
if she
teaser.
keeps this up, I'm going to have to disclose some secret locations to you. You see, there's this ladder
Secret
out in the open.
locations?
The secret.
Yes, there's this ladder. It's out in the open, right? And everyone knows where it is, but it's her secret spot. If you climb that ladder, you can see all sorts of hidden things you've never seen before. Like there's this stadium, right?
Mm-hmm.
Never before seen it, because of course it's secret.
Wait, we have a stadium?
In addition to... Right? No. You're thinking of a different stadium, right? This is the secret stadium that you can see from a secret spot. Straight from this... Oh, and there's dinner. Right. The remainder of that insult will have to wait till later. I'm hungry.
I see. The secret stadium makes it sound like some kind of fight club. Wait a minute. Are the students running an underground fight club, and considering the recent...
You might want to check your vocal cords there. You might be under the effects of some spell. You sound echoey, far away.
Is that better?
That's wonderful.
That was weird. Is there some kind of student fight club going on, considering the rule to not spar between students provided by the headmaster?
Well, of course there is. I mean, look at these muscles. Where else would I exercise all this raw power?
You have a perfect point there.
Exactly. Untamed.
Because if that's the question, then, or if that's the case, then I've got a... I mean, I'm a little bit concerned, considering two things. One of them is what the headmaster instructed. Two is... why hasn't anyone let me in on this?
Right, well, you see, after my first punch nearly caved in the entire cavern, I decided perhaps somebody of your caliber might be a little bit too much for the area.
I see.
Right, I mean, mine nearly shook the earth to its very core.
Oh boy.
Yours would shake the galaxy.
Galaxy Punch. Not a bad name.
Oh, come on. Come on.
What? Gotta come up with some kind of a... What? It's not a...
No.
I don't think catchphrase is the right word, is it? Yeah, signature move. I mean, what? We've got the cascading Mega Thrust, the Giga Thrust, the...
If you're about to shout Galaxy Punch before you hit things, you're going to give them so much time to stab you.
Well, it depends on if you're standing or sitting somewhere where it's even, it's even possible to be stabbed from. Say, for instance, I mean, I don't see myself shouting any kind of... I don't see myself screaming any kind of finisher move call out unless I'm actually pulling the finishing move. If they are in the kill zone and I'm going in for the last final strike, and just make it as big as cinematic as possible, Play it up a little.
Professor,
You said you wanted to see Big Ice Bitch? Come on.
What?
You were saying?
I'm not sure what she's talking about. Big Ice Bitch.
Big Ice Bitch.
I've
That.
seen that before.
Everyone please remain seated until everyone arrives. Looks like we need to
Hello again.
sit down.
Hello, Augusta.
Again.
Go sit down. I think the headmaster
What?
needs to
already seen her like that.
Oh.
Say we walk away, I see. Won't say to my face, it'll say we walk away.
I can say anything I want to your face.
Let's see.
We'll give it
When I
another
look
minute
at
and then
your
we'll
face, I'm
begin.
gonna
If they
say
want to starve, they can starve. Everyone else can eat.
Hmm.
If she doesn't want to eat dinner with us, she'll starve.
McDonald's.
Hmm.
I feel like Misty and Mel are connecting on levels I don't understand.
Don't know if we want to understand them, Stark.
Sorry. Yeah?
I just blow people off.
All right, everyone. Crystal Thorn, you may begin serving everyone's dinner. It seems that everyone has arrived. And medical squad, if you could leave a paper on my desk later explaining all
Very
the
few
condition
people
of all the
here.
students, that'd be
Interesting.
appreciated. And I believe a student of ours also killed some bear earlier, and so we'll have bear stew again starting tomorrow.
A lot of
And
bears
those that are
around here.
apprentices, there should be some bear down by the blacksmith if you would like to start carving them up for leather and using their bones and such. The meat we will save for dinner. But dinner is now served. Feel free to begin.
I'm going to the bathroom.
All right, Vaughn, you needed to speak with me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Let's go. It will take about a moment.
All right.
Well, he wasn't bothered by the knock on him. I'm sure he doesn't care.
Lively dinner, yeah?
Excuse me.
Thank you. Oh, coming to join us for dinner? All my entire squad's missing, so... Oh!
Where is Zachary? Is he not here?
Oh, could this happen? Zachary's having his period. Ryder's probably also having his period. Augusta's also having her period. They're all
probably-
just fucking pissed off, and I'm the only one that's not. For once!
There. Oh no! Well, there's one. Got it. So he's safe. He's good. Hmm.
Oh yes, Ryder and I were talking.
Ah, very nice. Yeah, we were just wondering where the rest of the Vanguard was.
Joining tables since half of our squad doesn't want to come eat with us. Sit.
Sure.
Ever.
Hmm.
He just left his
Yes, take a seat, gentlemen.
I'm going to take a quick scratch, grab a bite to eat, and come join you shortly. Wrong side. Alright, give me a second, lads. Gonna put full body on. Actually, tell you what, I'm gonna take a quick restroom break first, then put on full body. Okay, hold up. Okay, back. Sorry if that took a little bit longer than expected. I received some very exciting news in the form of an email, so I'm a happy boy. I'm a fucking happy boy. Ooh! I'm excited. I'm happy. Ah! Ah! I'm an excited man. Yay. Finally got a girlfriend. Oops. Better. We have a full moon to watch over, yep. It's actually, it's a little bit voice acting related. Yes, I'm excited. Anyways.
Ooh. I need to finish having my heart attack first. No, I'm perfectly fine. Everything is wonderful. I'm going to go leave the room
Heart
with
attack.
all of my dignity.
I don't see a
the
PR.
same
Do
way
you need
as I
help?
was when I
All right.
left.
Well, good luck maintaining your dignity and all that jazz.
I'm perfectly fine, Carver.
It's
Thank
great,
you.
but the crawl. Very good to know. What I missed?
Nothing important. Absolutely nothing important.
Are you sure about that?
Well, Stark and I were talking about always having fun helping out in the dormitory. And, you know, we ended up, I ended up
and he keeps
asking,
flirting with him.
right? Oh, it's so adorable. Like, I even asked him to play the pop-up pirate game. I don't ask that with just anyone.
Get in line, I guess.
Right?
Look, I'm telling you right now.
Josephine, where is this Josephine?
Josephine.
Can I help you?
Josephine, the Princess Josephine, and me.
Princess
her humble
Josephine
knight, protecting
and
her.
the humble knight Melanie.
No, my name would be
Melmanny.
Millard.
Millard.
Melmanny.
Millard.
Oh,
God.
that's a. Jeez.
Lord knows he
Don't
needs the
worry.
protection. He walks around carrying
worry
a rifle
about
like
it.
someone's gonna take his head off.
Right, like a twig blight might run out of literally anywhere, given they're advertised all the way across campus.
Where are you going
Look, don't
for?
don't listen to a single thing Mark here says.
Mark.
We're fine.
Mark. That's the name.
You alright?
Very well.
We'll go on ahead, okay?
I was heading to my office if you... Oh, never mind.
Wow.
I was gonna say if you wish to accompany company. You done?
I'm going to bed.
Going to bed?
Sleepy bye. You know?
Broad daylight.
It's actually time. Should be getting dark soon.
We
I
just finished
suppose, up to
dinner, did we not?
We did.
I myself just wish to read inside of the dorms.
I see.
And I'm gonna bother him until he closes his door in my face, and then I'm gonna go to sleep.
The front door is surprisingly easy to close.
Well, if you two ever find yourself, wishing for a bit of R&R and company, fortunately, mine's rather easy to open.
Oh, I know.
I'm not sure how to interpret that, but I thank you.
Did I hear that right? Hold up. I'm sorry, what did you just say?
I said remember?
Hmm.
I've unlocked your door before and defaced your wall with elven curse words. How do you not remember this?
I do remember that. I just was making sure it was a
your
little.
mind's in the gutter, Carver.
No, it. Hello. No, I just wanted to make sure I knew what you said because it was a little bit loud over the portal. Oh yeah, she wrote "fuck you" in Elven in my office once. Burnt it onto the wall. That was a time.
Look, I'm all for student-teacher confidentiality, but I can't ignore what I just heard. She's literally waiting for me at the front door there. For fuck's sake, she said she was going to bed. Why is she at our dorms?
I don't know.
Go with her. Princess,
Didn't you say you were going to bed?
Your royal chambers. Yeah, I'm
That's what I
escorting
thought.
Miss Josephine.
Oh.
Miss Josephine. Don't listen to Mark. Mark's insane.
Am I?
Millard. It's Millard.
I like these cute new names.
Deal with it. Millard.
Millard.
You should know the name of
Listen.
your most respected knight, Miss Josephine.
Listen, Mitchell. We could argue back and forth all day.
I call you fucking, Jetson. How about that?
Jocelyn.
Listen. Dude, I don't even care.
Jocelyn.
Listen here, Michael. I don't even care if it's your birthday.
Maverick.
Mr.
Oh,
McCain.
you can insult yourself all you wish. McCain.
Mackenzie. I like that one.
McConnor.
McFarlane.
Jessica.
McConnor.
McGeehee.
McTavish. You know what?
Jonk.
What about soap?
Jacques.
Oh, Jonk.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy. Talk soap. What the hell kind of a name is soap?
Soap.
They like each other.
Those
You think
two
so?
are adorable.
Yeah. I
You're
saw
so
them in the
cute. The teasing.
Not a playful banter, that's
Reminds
for
me of
sure.
my first love.
Does it? You
Your first
make
love?
yourself sound old.
How I remember
24.
my first love. What times, oh, to be young.
Yes, I was the tender age of 16.
Ah.
Now I'm 24.
My first was at the age of 19.
Late bloomer.
Sheltered childhood.
That's perfectly fine. Love comes naturally, someday to someone.
I've never been in love.
Someone's gushing about you.
What?
Always gush about
You're
this
in love with
beautiful,
me?
beautiful woman.
Is
I wonder where all
Run away with me. Let's start a life together.
But that would mean I can't harass him anymore.
Oh, we'll
Oh,
just
boy.
bring him with us.
do
We'll tie him
I'm
up.
curious. Do my eyes see me, or does something look a little bit different about you?
What?
Never mind, I must be seeing things then. Nothing bad. It just...
What are you implying?
She looks a little bit different
Like
somehow.
that?
No. No, 3 laps over the Coliseum, let's go! I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's...
Okay.
No, Did I not just say I'm kidding? It's probably just me then. Probably just me.
Am I not pretty anymore?
That's not what I meant. Definitely not what I meant. Just
You're absolutely
different,
gorgeous.
I guess. Not in a bad way. I'm gonna go to my office. I'll see you guys soon. What?
Nothing.
I know those fucking eyes. That's a drow. That's a drow look. That is one hell of a drow look. Jesus. I don't know. To me, it looked like she's changed something about her model. Ew, vampires. Ew. No, oh, no. He knows that her eyes are blue, red instead of blue. He low-key misses the blue. He thought the blue looked better. Those are the 2 best eye colors, blue and green. Yeah, I think so. Looks like there's more lipstick or something. Yeah, I just realized I just need I need to adjust the eyesight a little bit. So it isn't just me then. Alright. Good to know. Oops. Uh-oh. What'd I knock over? I don't even know. Oh. It's Carver speaking. Yeah, I low-key missed the big pigtails as well. Fortunately, the war wound has been acting up too much. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that I, oops. Maybe it has to do with the fact that I, haven't been using my magic as much. I'd hope so. I mean, as much as I hate having to not train and not work myself. Sounds like a water bottle I knocked over. Maybe look. No, it was my Switch. Maybe a little bit. Want to hydrate. What does the lighthouse look like? I don't know. I haven't seen the lighthouse. Where's the lighthouse? Let's go exploring. Lighthouse. I'll sync up with Miss Bliss a bit later. I wish to go see this lighthouse. Where is the lighthouse? I don't know, but I've been told. Oh, there's the lighthouse. That's looks pretty old. That rhymed. How do we get up there? What the? How do we get to the lighthouse? Hello? How do we get to the lighthouse? Oh shit, the moon. Oh fuck the moon. Oh shit, the moon. And you fuck the moon, and you take the moon, and you. Oh, that's right. The sky just changed, huh? Oh boy. Some days when I'm awfully alone, when the world seems cold, I can feel a glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. Does the moon mean something? Yes. the moon means doom. Because they rhyme. He's howling? Is he here? Please tell me he's here. I feel bad for Kazuki, because that actually affects his RP, doesn't it? Fuck shit, fuck shit, fuck shit, fuck... Oh, there we go.
That's
You first, then dungeon.
Okay.
Have you seen Zachary?
For object. That's what we were looking for.
Ah.
We're going to the other cave.
I'll throw this stuff away.
Other cave.
You guys okay down here?
There's 2 caves?
Yeah, we're... Yeah, there's a couple.
I was kind of following you guys. I saw you running.
There's 2 caves?
Yeah, this is the brand new, it was remodeled.
Yeah. Then where's the other cave? The hot springs?
Next, are we going to the...
That cave?
Are you taking us to the geyser cave?
I can take you there if you need me to, but I was just looking in there in
We're
case.
going to the other one, me and Augusta. I need you guys to check the dungeon, see if he's there. If he's not there, report back to me in front of the library in 5.
Yes.
Okay.
You want
Oh,
to
I see. The full moon.
Yeah, well, wear something. That doesn't affect you. I mean, technically you go
Not
by the
the
term
full
wear
moon.
rabbit. What affects you?
Crescent.
The crescent moon. Gotcha. Do you, does it affect you in a very similar way, or do you simply just change into your form and you have trouble going back? How does it affect you, if I may ask?
Well, for me, we don't get into a rage like the wolves do.
And what do you do?
It's we seek shelter.
Oh.
We hide.
Okay.
Comforts of the underground.
Far more subtle and docile.
We were prey at one point, so it's just reverting back to that old state of keeping
That's
us
fair.
away from the predators.
I guess we best locate Zachary then.
If I were a wolf and I didn't want to be found, where would I go? Someplace dark, someplace quiet.
I could check the dungeon. Just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
Just in case.
Right. Normally the back end has, this is 3 holes instead of 1. I'm really confused.
Is he here?
Whoa.
No?
There's no one down there.
Ah, fantastic.
Well, to the next dark spot.
All right, so they might be at the geyser cave then? I don't know.
Potentially. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I'm gonna check somewhere else. I'll sync with you. I'll sync up with you by the pink portal.
I think we're all heading the same way.
No, I was not heading this way. I was heading that way.
caves. All right.
A potentially better idea. Instead of the caves, what about in Vanguard?
We're not.
You have a basement, don't you?
We do, but bring him to the caves. We have no time to argue about this. Let's go. It will not last forever.
Come on.
I want him to be safe.
Come on.
I've got him.
Good.
I'm not going to be distracted long by that imagery. Be quick.
All right. Yes, sir.
How you doing, Nikki? This is a private world that was made specifically for this roleplay. Do you need me to hold him?
I got him.
I'll be alright.
I got him.
Whichever portal takes us closest to the caves, Carver.
It will be the orange one.
Orange.
Lila seems very well in control. That's fortunate. I just guess being half human helps out with that, huh?
How long is it supposed to last?
Alright. Get him to the caves. I will specify the room, and I will take over from there. Make sure he is safe.
Okay.
Maybe yes, maybe no. I guess not. I wouldn't know. I'm no expert on that. I've never had to assist werewolves. I've only ever been contracted to, or assigned to kill them. Clear the deck, we don't need a crowd.
I can help him.
How?
He knows me, he knows Augusta, he knows Vanguard.
You actually have been able to help before. Go ahead. Misty. It may be best we keep the deck clear. Don't need a crowd for now. I'll come seek you out afterwards.
Making sure that everything's okay.
We'll be fine, thank you. Rin.
I'm looking for Lila.
Yeah, I understand. She's in there at the moment. Let's keep the deck clear for now. I need to not cry. And she just fucking went in anyways. God damn it. Rin. I'm sure she'll be back out. We're keeping the deck clear for now.
I will maintain it for the rest of the evening, and I shall remain until sunrise.
Would you like me to assist you here? At least at a certain point in time. As all things considered.
I'm not against it.
Very well.
Do you need mana or anything? Yep.
No.
Come on.
Bother me in the least. I assure you.
Sir?
Okay.
You know that I
Give me a second.
thank you for your help.
It like actually legitimately hurts for me to cough, so oh god, the immersion is top tier. Dude! Holy shit, dude, thank you so much for getting those subs. Guys, show that love in chat, Cheeto. Mwah. You get one of those. 07s, guys, to see you pay those respects. How you doing, brother? Welcome on in. And oh man, you're triggering his war wound at the moment. You're triggering his shit that's going on, which I've been working on, guys. Expect to find and see more developments with that come next next session. Put the subs in the bag.
My concern, Professor. Yes, I know that his sister wants to be by his side, and that could be a good thing. And I think that it will be. But it is entirely possible he becomes hostile, in which case we will have to intervene. We cannot allow them to tear each other apart. I don't think that'll happen at all.
I've seen him in this form at least become very... not hostile, but judgmental. Lila, however...
Well, rightfully
is...
so, if you think of what they've been through.
Right. Lila, however, has shown to be rather docile at this time and in this form. Very, reclusive.
As much as I can.
Ask the nice teachers to open the barrier. I wish to go for a hug.
You wouldn't enjoy it if you did that. Not here.
Yeah. If you'll excuse me.
Of course, Professor.
Tell me what I would enjoy.
Ah. God, that irritates. Yeah, a couple of them. Tell you what. Nope.
Did you find them?
Yeah, the situation's under control.
Did he hurt you?
No, it's the other thing.
Okay.
They've got Zachary and Lila behind a barrier at the moment. Madam Minerva,
Okay.
Professor Albrecht, and a bunch of the other students. They're right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Fuck. And here I was doing so well today. I hadn't been acting up in a little while, and I figure it's because I hadn't been using my magic as often, but that still persists.
Yeah, I'm sorry you're still dealing with that.
Yeah, it happens. How are you faring?
Pretty good. I helped two of the students today with some mental things.
Mental things like
I
what?
did a little of the, well, I helped you with the charm to help against lust.
Oh, wait, who'd you help?
It wasn't for lust, it was for anger.
I would assume Misty, and who else?
It was Ryder, and I'm gonna be helping Winnick later, so.
That's
I'm
handy.
gonna try to help train Ryder to
That's good.
control his anger more.
What the?
It looked like it really worked, honestly.
Why are they carrying a sword? Hang on. Yeah, dude, thank you so much for the sub, by the way, man. Can't heal the war wound. Oh, no, he got that when he was 19. They've patched up as much as they can. And normally it doesn't irritate him all too much, but something's going on with it right now. Something that they've discovered to be magical based, and they're trying to decipher precisely what it is. But whenever he uses his abilities, it seems to get triggered and activated.
Thanks, Carver.
Any particular reason for carrying around a blade at this hour?
Twig blights.
More
So,
twig blights. Oh, fantastic.
I saw it in the corner of my eye and then that it was there.
God, every time I see her like this, I want to fight.
Okay, to sense them.
I see. I would try to assist, but I'm trying to avoid using my magic as much as possible.
Sounds reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. keep looking at.
You got it.
You good?
I'm okay. A little bit of pain, but beyond that, nothing outside the norm. I don't know about those two being around each other.
I don't like. Me no like.
Don't like what?
Those two.
What about those two?
I don't know. The way that their atmosphere is very harsh.
You mean who? Esme and Vivina? What about their atmosphere?
Esme sounded really uncomfortable. I'm kind of concerned. They were having a board meeting. I may need to go and see the therapy.
It may be best to leave them to their devices for now. Rook is there, I'm sure he'll keep them both safe and in good spirits. Best not to get involved. Can I be honest about something?
Sure, what's up?
I don't know if this is strange or not, but whenever I see you in this form, whenever I see you like this, I get the strongest urge to how should I say it? Combat it. Test it out. The thought of the fight excites me. Dare I say it? Every time, like, legitimately, every time I see you, the first thing that pops in my head is, ooh, I want to fight it. Every damn time. I want to fight it. It's, there's a particular thrill involved. It's just unlike anything else. Maybe you know what I mean.
I can see that, yeah. Every single time I go near a creature that I feel like is worthy enough to fight, like, and that's why I need to make sure not to.
I heard there's a werewolf on the loose.
Not on the loose. They've, everything's settled. They've got them situated inside the cave with Lila. Professor Albrecht is watching over them at the moment, and I'll be joining them later during the night.
There's also a singular twig light running around, but it might be one of the headmasters being used to monitor something or another.
Okay,
Alright, so don't kill it unless it attacks me. Got it.
Yeah, I heard about this twig blight. I saw...
if it's a singular one,
Part of me
that
wants
means
to
it could be
really go
independent.
see them.
See Zachary and Lila?
How are you holding up?
As much as I'd like to keep
They're
the
children
deck...
of Gaia, just like I am.
As much as I would like to keep the deck clear, there are a couple of other students there at the moment. Before they all leave, perhaps...
Hey, run for it, bunny. Run for it.
I'll allow you to go...
Tell everyone to leave.
I'll allow you to go check them out while others are there. But don't stay for too long. She can't hear me.
Or she can, but she's ignoring it.
I bet she was kind of out of earshot after a while. I actually had something to ask the headmaster once I see him next. Something that came to mind whilst exploring the cave. You okay?
I'm fine.
How's your wounds from the mission treating you?
I still have mummy rot, so, you know, my arm might fall off. But otherwise, fine.
I'll be sure not to shake it too hard.
Yeah, the headmaster's been looking for ways of solving that, but he can't find it yet. He has a bunch of fucking maps all over the place on his desk.
I have faith. I trust the academy. I'm sure they'll find a way.
I'm
well,
sure.
they need to find Mother's Leaf. It's very rare. So you need to find a person that cultivates it.
Mother's Leaf.
Other than the pain associated with that, though, and my own trauma that I decide to keep throwing at myself, I'm doing great.
Your own trauma?
Tried to get over my fears by myself last night. It did not go well. Luckily, Mason was there.
That actually reminds me, I should probably try to get back on board with that a little bit myself.
Yeah, aren't you trying to jump over the waterfall or something?
I mean, there is that. There is that. I've actually been trying to
Fear of running
avoid that.
water?
But, huh? Fear of running? Yeah, absolutely, yes. I have a fear of flowing, gushing moisture. That's precisely what I have a fear of.
Oh man,
I don't like the way you said that.
I know.
True.
I'm aware.
God,
but that does explain a lot of things.
Hmm?
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Did I miss something?
I was making a joke.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I guess I could probably try to get that knocked out. Hopefully, everything behaves.
If it does, so long as you don't fall off and fall into the water and drown, that happens. You let someone know.
Tell you what, I'll let someone know if I drown to death. Fantastic. I'll come to you and be like, hey, I'll wake you up in the middle of the night in your sleep.
This thing with spirits,
exactly, I'll come floating.
Might as
I'm gonna let you know right now. If I die, I'm haunting the shit out of you. Just gonna let you know right now.
Oh, Zephyrus will hate that.
Uh-huh.
She's absolutely going to try and exercise you.
Keyword try. Power word do.
Yes, keyword being try.
That being said, actually maybe you'd be able to accompany me, just in case.
Sure, lead the way. Let's go watch you jump to your doom. Not actually, though, because I don't want you to die. But I have resuscitated you before, so if it happens again, at least we know I have practice.
At the very least. Yes. That being said, I know you, have your own agenda in regards to me, meeting an untimely, or honestly, in your case, probably a rather timely demise.
No, that's not within the correct parameters, and I didn't get to kill you, so...
Well, what I'm saying is, I doubt you would let me die here, because you have your own agenda when it comes to it. And I was saying, I'm fairly certain that when it comes to your particular ending me, it wouldn't be untimely, but probably quite timely.
Oh, I intend to end you, exactly 46 years, 13 days, and 12 hours from this moment.
I will start counting.
So, when you're ready, just let me know.
You got it. I'll shout as loud as I can. Don't know how loud that'll be. It's usually I'm completely fine with it. The only issue is sometimes when I make that leap, it activates, and that's my only concern in it, because falling in the water, getting doused, there's no biggie. Potentially passing out whilst hitting the water is my main concern. But we'll see what happens. Alright. Here we go. Oop, wait. Yeah, no, that did not. Alright, let's see if I can. Oh, come on, that was weak. I can tell I haven't. Okay, didn't activate that time, fortunately.
That was a fun bit there.
Yeah, that was actually weak. Last time I did this, I almost made it. That time I landed like 3/4 in. I need to practice more often, but I've been trying to avoid using my magic as much as possible. I'm gonna be honest, if that means I've been suffering any form of digression, I'm going to be very upset.
Look, if degression occurs because you're keeping yourself alive, then degress all you wish.
I hate that prospect. There's a little bit of
I
it.
know you hate that, but if the choice is progressing on your magic or dying, then you choose which of those options, Carver? Say it with me now. Not dying.
Do I have to?
Thank you. Do you want to question it?
Not dying, I guess.
Alright, there you go.
Climb back up, grab my coat. Mind if I get a little bit of a...
Alright.
Mind if I get a little bit of a...
Dry off?
Yeah, a little bit of a blowjob first.
Yep. No, not more.
Oh, come on, you motherfucker. That was funny. Give me a... That was worth it. That was completely worth it. I don't even... That was worth it. That was worth it. I mean, I got blown for a little bit, but got fucking blue-balled, huh? Ah, where's Misty? I'll ask her. Is Misty over there?
There's a lot of people in there. It's hard to remember which ones are in there. There's a ton though.
Right. He's noticed that oftentimes when he activates this, that's why he's been training out in the mountains. Oftentimes when he does so, it starts to cause his war wound to flare up for some reason. Hydrating! His Navy humor is amazing. He has to suppress it way too often, which is why he loves being able to find the rare opportunities that he gets to exercise it as opposed to suppress it. We'll say, for a prince, as a sailor, he can act incredibly unprofessional should he desire. Alright. Have either of you seen Misty around?
I have not. Not for a while.
Oh, I saw her, in front of the stadium. That was a couple minutes ago.
Understood. Thank you.
Who are you looking for?
I was looking for Misty. Yeah, they told me she was by the, they said she was by the, in front of the Coliseum. So I'm gonna go check there. Got a bit doused, so I'm looking for a dry off.
You fell into the river again?
I only made it like halfway this time instead of almost all the way there. I can tell that based off of my trying to assist or treat my condition that I've experienced a slight bit of digression. Not happy with that.
You spend so much time running around to try and find a blow dryer or hair dryer and I'll fix it. You could just have wiped yourself off with a towel and changed clothes.
Nah. Have you seen... Have you seen...
Teleportation spells requiring 6 people.
Have you seen Misty?
What?
Around?
She went that way.
She just
and then
ran
jumped
that way
towards-
around.
off the cliff towards the cave.
Fuck,
Don't know where
okay,
she went.
thank you.
She apparently just had a drama issue with people and ran away.
A what? Oh boy. Hmm.
Well, it's a good thing I didn't have to look for her anyway, because she opened up to me earlier.
I see. Hmm.
So are you looking for her to get dry, or looking for her to continue to talk to her?
Both.
Okay. I was gonna ask, because we just walked by Stark, so I'm like, hey.
Oh, I already, he was there with me to begin with, but, he refused to assist once I referred to his assistance as a blowjob.
Don't worry, nobody's giving you a blowjob.
I'm well aware. Hence why I made the joke. Yeah, sure, I don't get his assistance anymore, but if I'm being honest, totally worth it. Nope, okay, I guess not.
Trust me.
I'm sorry?
Something I've been meaning to ask you for training for. Well, we keep looking for Misty and running. I just have questions about training and stuff we could do.
Alright. Proceed.
You're very flexible. Your foot just kicked your ear.
Did it? Huh.
Yeah, it's still kicking it.
Oh, there we go. No, it's not.
Stop hitting yourself, Captain Dumb. Listen, Captain Dumbass, you gotta stop hitting yourself.
It's not anymore,
You
it's
just
good.
upgraded from Lieutenant. Well, you did upgrade from Lieutenant Commander Dumbass. You gotta look up your dumbass name.
Wait a minute. What about... I don't think dumbass is a rank.
Flat ass. Do squat.
Flat ass? Excuse... You know, never mind. I'm not gonna comment on that.
Until your ass is my size, you're flat ass.
Okay. You know, I won't argue with that.
But I want to set up fire training.
Yes, I do too.
I was talking to Misty and she's... Yeah.
No, I think the rank of...
Shizuko and Ryder and Melanie all
yes.
have a...
We discussed that at one point.
Well, the thing is it's becoming more and more apparent how dangerous it's going to be with certain people not able to see fire and then others not being able to use fire and then being shamed by other people for using fire, which is not fair.
It is not at all, and honestly, it's becoming more and more of an issue as time goes by, and
To the
quite
point where
annoying,
some people
honestly.
just need to be benched for a mission.
It's terrible, not to mention how common fire is as a form of conjuration. It's a very effective and destructive
fine to,
spell, type of magic. Heck, I mean, half the fights I'm involved in, the whole area, or at least a good portion of it, spends half the time on fire. So,
I actually did quite enjoy
like a divinity
the one
fight.
that I had with fire. The look on their faces when only my clothes burned away, and I was sitting at there staring at them menacingly, waiting for them to make their next move. Not to be sexual,
That's,
just funny. Where
yeah.
they're like, "Why isn't your flesh burning? Why isn't your why is she still why isn't your what's going on?" But it's kind of like entertaining when they think, you know.
I guess so. Sounds like quite the story.
It's a long story, but it's an interesting one. I mean, people kind of shit their pants. They realize that their fire isn't working on you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand that entirely. What do you mean? I shoot you and you don't die? Hello? Alright, where... If I was a flaming hellhound, where would I...
I mean, you do more damage to me with repeated cannon strikes than any kind of sword.
Yep.
Blunt.
Repeated
Maybe it's
cannon
a
strikes. How resilient? You know, I'm sure you'll be fine. Actually.
No, you can ask. I'm gonna go to the.
How well would you withstand a shore bombardment?
Normally, shore bombard. I mean, with the shore bombardment, I'm fast enough to dodge all of them. How far close are you shooting?
Huh?
Like, are you talking about like a ship shooting at the shore and unloading all of their cannon fire at a location?
Yep, exactly that. Misty, could I bother you for a quick dry
Not
off?
fast enough to dodge.
Yeah, sure. I can do
Thank
that.
you. Fast enough to dodge. You can move faster than the trajectory than the velocity of an artillery round.
It depends on how far you are away and where
Thank
I
you.
am. But yeah, I'm actually dangerously fast.
Good to know. Thank you very much. That helps.
But then again, I can't just like summon meteors from the fucking sky visually.
Fair.
That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. I have ridiculous powers. You can use crazy magic, evensies.
I've had to deal with.
Although I would like to.
I've had to deal with danger close bombardment when I was not as adept with my barrier. That was terrifying.
I've actually been studying your barrier.
What do you mean?
Well, with my glasses off, I can see spiritual magic, spirit magic. I can see spirit flow, mana flow, and a whole host of different things, magic and otherwise. And I've been studying when you have your barrier on the outside, like at the camp.
Interesting.
I just have to look down over my glasses and, well, constantly scan your barrier.
Hi.
Sorry,
Hello.
I
You're
wouldn't
good.
be emergency. Professor
Emergency.
Albrecht needs you in the cave.
Fuck shit. Okay.
I don't have any details.
That's fine.
I'll come as backup and some claw proof. And if he ruins my boots, I'm gonna make him make a new pair.
It's all right. It's been taken care of, Professor.
What happened?
Nothing happened. Lila is in charge of herself and her emotions. She's going to remain in the hills with a copy of myself unseen. As much as I value your barrier and your resilience, I don't think you'd be able to completely keep up with her if she decided to take off.
If she decided to take off, I'd be able to hold her into place.
Well, she's not crazed, not like her brother was.
Did something happen between her and her brother?
He is not very accepting.
As I expected. I did mention before that the last time I saw them interact, he was quite judgmental.
Yes. You are quite correct. He is asleep.
Professor Albrecht,
Yes, madam.
if for any reason you need someone to be looked after, I'm glad that your illusions are there for, but remember, I'm quite faster than Carver.
Well, if you want to pursue her, she's still on her way. I'm sure you could catch her.
I trust her and the illusion that you sent her way. It might be best to just have her own thoughts right now. I spoke to her earlier and she's...
I'll swing by just to check in. Yeah, I'm not going to confirm the Dark Spirit thing just yet. It could be an oversight, as you mentioned. Have to go find a wolf. I'm gonna try to find Lila.
I'll tag along.
Roger.
Nowhere
Negatory.
else it can really be. I really go before I head in for the night, so...
Most likely.
I said she was heading up to the hills. But
I see.
It'll probably be this way.
To the hills. Meaning up by the waterfall, or the hills as in that direction?
I just said hills.
If you mean hills, then I have an idea. Of course you can't see or hear me. Okay. Okay. I have an idea. What I meant by hills.
Are you going to use your teacher powers?
Negatory. I mentioned up on the hills. Did they mean over here? They could have. But I see them though. I guess not. I suppose I'll trust her for now. Maybe we'll just happen to run into her. Alright. Let's see if we can find where the others are. Teacher powers, Ekvir respawn. Where the people at? The people are at the fucking yellow! Okay, I'm going to yellow.
Do you know the way?
I know the way to the yellow. What are you doing? Oh my god, she is gone invisible. She is ghosty ghost. What the I slap and the go. Wait. Where?
Wrong one.
Where?
It's the wrong ghost.
Where?
You slapped the wrong ghost.
No, I didn't slap nobody yet. I am trying to find it. No. You hold still. Hold still.
You what?
There we go. Gotcha.
I have Oculus, so to keep the barrier up, so I have to hold my finger out.
Oh my
I've held
God.
that finger for 30 minutes.
Oh shit.
Ow!
Too much longer.
What do you mean it took longer? I was
Hold the barrier
just
for
locked
30 minutes. You gotta be fucking
would have
kidding me.
strangled you.
As soon as he went to sleep, I was like, Where's
Well,
Lila? Is Band-Aid still in
I'm
the
gonna
house?
wait till everyone else leaves and then I'll walk out. But I didn't know when everyone was leaving, so I just had to wait it out.
Where are we going? Where are we going?
All right, the professor.
There, and he's like, no.
Hello, Flora.
Carver,
Yes. What can I do for you?
Miss Bliss, find.
Miss Bliss was looking for me?
It might
Oh.
have been from earlier at the cave.
I see. No, I haven't found her yet. Where did you last see her?
Sent to waterfall.
Victor.
Are we looking for?
No, I have not seen Victor. Hmm. Okay.
Okay. Maybe we go back to the waterfall and then the caves?
Where did she say she was sent from?
Waterfall.
Right. Okay.
Everyone has their differences, I can say then. I can clearly see myself completely different when I got stand away. Hey.
Hello? Alright, Miss Bliss. Everything okay? I hope so. Earlier, did you say something about heading to bed, or was that, you were referring to somebody else?
Myself, I'll be going soon.
I see. Well, it appears she is not present. Oops. Ah. I need to get my fucking jacket. Completely forgot to come back up here and get it. Ah, there we go. So I just had to get my jacket back.
Seeing as how unsuccessful you are so often, maybe you should just try doing it in a pair of swim trunks.
No, because if I had a pair of swim trunks on, I'd be less encouraged to succeed. I'd be less afraid of failure.
More encouraged because you can be like, you're not afraid of failure now, are you?
Huh? Well, if I'm
mean,
dressed the way I am, then of course I don't want to get doused, therefore I'm going to try harder to avoid getting doused. If I'm wearing a pair of swim trunks, you see, it's the small things when it comes to mentality, these kinds of situations.
So why don't you put your barrier up when you run, so that way you can land in water not wet?
Again, defeats the purpose.
I mean, you could just have your boots get wet or your hair.
Defeats the purpose. You've got to put yourself into a scenario that you want to avoid. Therefore, when you're training yourself, force yourself to want to avoid it as much as possible. And if it's by enabling a form of conflict, enabling a kind of consequence, then... Where the fibby gibbets are people? I can't find anyone. Are they the Coliseum? Nope. I don't know, but I've been told that Running around to find students is getting pretty fucking old. Ekvio respond.
Cave.
Okay.
Cave? What'd they say?
Negative. Blue. Oh, I forgot to mention where I was headed. Shit.
Sometimes we get sent out as 2 groups, and we have to work together with another squad. So it's not like.
Mm.
And if we ever went to war, we all go together. Not that that's gonna happen, right?
Hello, Ryder. Everything okay?
Hey. Yeah, I'm alright. Just training. Nothing too crazy.
I see.
Can I help you?
1, 2, 3.
That's right.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
The other hand. 1, 2, 3. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
There we go.
4 is a hook. Remember. Yes. What can I do for you?
Did you speak to Augusta?
Is there something you need?
She's been looking for you.
Has she?
Yes. Something about you being needed at the caves.
How long ago was this?
The caves appear to be taken care of.
Yes, that was resolved.
I just came from there about 5 seconds ago.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yes.
Thank you,
It's
Esme.
been resolved. Thank you. Faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fast.
Punch me!
There we go. Punch you?
My fists! My hands! I'll
You
move
sure
them when
you
you try to
can-
hit him. Just my hands. Just hit my hands. I'll move them. You punch them.
Right. So I guess I'm going off your direction. Alright.
Three.
Three where, precise?
Sorry. 3. Okay, this is your right. This is your left. Okay, 3 left.
Oh, you. There was a particular drill. See, 1, 2, 3, 4.
What?
There was a particular drill when it
Yeah.
came to practicing punches and patterns. And it was
I'm gonna
also a
have
way to
him-
exercise thyself because you'd have to pay attention to the pattern and shout it out. 3, 3, 1, 2. For example.
Left hand.
Doesn't work like that.
You call it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Each one of those call-outs is assigned to a particular strike. Say, for example, 1 would be a right jab. Would be a jab.
What I'm trying to say is, you call what to do. I'll call the hand. That's what I'm trying to.
Hard to do because each strike is different. You strike a different spot. That's the thing.
Never mind. Just hit the dummy. Just hit the dummy.
1 is a straight, 2 is a no. 1 is
Just
a
hit the
jab, 2
dummy.
is a straight,
Just hit the
3 is
dummy.
a lower cut,
Just
and
hit the
4 is
dummy.
a that doesn't exactly work when you do it against a hand. Yeah, no, I did a little bit of boxing. We have a punching bag downstairs I'd like to use a lot. It's fun. The fun thing is when you're doing workouts, you end it on what I like to call the Captain America, which is when you basically you do that. You remember at the beginning of the Avengers, when he was like wailing on that punching bag and then like punched the crap out of it and kind of broke it. But he was wailing on it with like these kind of like uppercut things. So when you finish up a session, you just go ham when you're going bah, 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 like that, and you just keep doing that till you wear yourself the fuck out, and then you end on a big straight. It's a lot of fun to do. You two are like a married couple. What the fuck? Shush. Where's your jacket? He has his jacket. Just have to put it back on. If I wish. It's kind of comfortable walking around without it, if I'm being honest, though. Mm-hmm. Don't have a speed bag with a punching bag. Where the fuck is... Excuse me, Misty. There we go.
With your knee. Down. With your knee. Again. With your foot. Other hand, knee and foot. So with your left hand.
Right.
Other hand, let's go. 3. Knee. Right knee, left foot.
All right.
Try to see if you can get yourself up in the air. I'm just curious and testing out your flexibility.
Myself
Left
into
knee,
the
right
air.
foot. Like a double kick.
Oh, he has a lot of space. I'm more likely to kick something in my room. That's why I have to, like, look around, make sure I have space.
Okay.
Captain Dumbass. Like.
Kick? You want me to kick?
In your room too? Come here then. Come here.
Hard to kick around things. I might blow stuff up. You know I can channel that through my kicks as well, huh? I totally forgot to mute.
I'm just playing around to see what Ryder's reflexes are.
You ever watched an ogre gets its head kicked off? Just completely turned to a pink mist. Just.
I mean, I have kicked off the head of someone before. When I do my own double kick, I jump up in the air. My first lands on the crutch. With my
Yeah, I fucked up. I fucked up. That's fair.
Crutch then head.
You know, it's a bit of a shame considering that most of my fighting style, considering my magic, happens to be with martial hand-to-hand combat because, boy, is it fun to use weapons. I don't get to too often. Nothing like swinging a hammer into something, you know?
And use a hammer for head.
Yeah, but if I use a hammer, I mean, my fists are far more effective than an actual hammer.
So the concept would be something
So,
like
for
this.
example, say if you're running at someone who's bigger than you, for example, like the ogres that I usually fight. If I'm running up and it's male, usually my first kick will be to their groin, and if my leg space is adequate, when I scissor, my next kick is to their head, knocking them up and backwards. But what you can do is you can kick someone in the groin, or kick them directly here into the chest, and then depending on it, you can either continue with an upwards kick up their nose and break their nose through the skull, or you can do a roundhouse kick to the side of the face.
Already? Jesus.
Or you can have your foot be open and kind of do like an up and
That's why I muted and then I unmuted. I'm a fucking dumbass.
the appropriate attire to actually show you those kicks, because I can do them. I can actually do them for you.
Go for it.
Yeah, whenever I get my legs, I'll actually my legs,
right, yeah.
out of these boots. When I'm out of these boots, I'll actually show you my kicks.
Got it.
What's interesting is you
So
kick twice, one to the side, one to the head, and then you fall through with it and you come back the opposite way.
Yeah, I like doing the double kick. One thing I do like to do, I'll show you it super quickly before we go back to me testing how good you are at just responding to a random ass. Honestly, I like seeing how people respond in the fly to a random ass command of where to hit and where to strike to see who works faster, their brain or their hands.
What the?
Because I've had people literally hear what I say, but still use the same hand they were using before, and register that they had to hit, but not actually swap.
The fuck? Why are you doing that? Hello? Oh, that's why. I see. There we go. That should be better. Wait. Got it.
Say you're faster than me and you close the distance and you go to... Oh, they're back! Okay. Come here.
They? Did you refer to me as a they? I will have you know I identify as he.
I meant they as in whoever your opponent is.
Of course.
So
Professor.
say for example. So say for example. Hi, Albrecht.
Hello,
So say for example, someone like Professor Carver is, for argument's sake, faster than me, and he's able to close the distance very quickly, and I'm not able to move left or right. Maybe it's close quarters and there's walls on each side. If he were to come out and say, slowly throw a punch so I can demonstrate, just put a punch forward. So if they were to punch, I would be moving back to the point where I'm actually arching my back. And while I have the hand there, I'd actually be grabbing the hand and I would be taking my left foot, and my left foot with its fun little stabby things would be coming up through your jaw. So I'd be leaned back with my foot right through your jawline.
Depends entirely on their reflexes at that point, I'd say.
It's true, but if you can step back even half a step and they didn't connect and they are kind of like, they go to connect and they lose their balance because they didn't reach anything, that's usually the ideal spot. Although usually I just take the hit because they don't really hit as hard.
Well,
it's hard to dodge when you're holding. It's hard to dodge when you're holding onto their hand.
when it comes to my form of fighting style, if I'm not going to end someone in one blow, like say if I were to fight without using magic, it has to do entirely with attacking and hitting hard and fast enough that you are always one step ahead of your opponent and managing to take control of them in a ways. Every single blow, whether it be blocked or not, is effectively shifting their weight around from side to side. So eventually they become far more focused on trying to keep their footing as opposed to actually striking you back. So at that point, you're just going ham.
You like to blow first.
Well, make the first strike. At that point, you're in control of them. Hitting them and knocking them from side to side, they don't have any time to react or respond effectively. You are in complete control of their movements, their momentum, their weight. And the fight is completely dictated by you.
Depending on the opponent, yeah.
Well, obviously it varies on opponent. If you'll excuse me.
One day I will fight you.
Professor. Mind if I ask what's on your mind?
Carver. Plenty. Listened to a conversation between Rin and Victor.
Another one.
They happen often.
She was seeking him
I
out
found
earlier.
it harder and harder for me to turn my head to the side. This time trying to sow doubt in myself.
Of course. What did he say?
Made it clear that Vivina had gone to the staff about the thing with Esme, and that's causing all the issues within the squad. That Esme hates Vivina, and that he does not care for her either. That she is a liar. Things of the sort.
Esme or Vivina?
Made it... Vivina. Made it very clear in what he said that he does not care about his squad, nor what they squabble in. And when Rin asked, what if it came to a death? What would you do then? He said, I would watch.
Sounds like Victor.
I don't know what kind of rules a school goes by, Carver. Perhaps I missed some of the fine print. But this is an academy for unity. And that boy is anything but.
You're not wrong. As I've said before, sowing and creating dissent, distrust. I don't know what he sees in it or what he hopes to gain. I would like to think that there's some kind of agenda he has, as much as that terrifies me, because the thought of it simply being a game or enjoyment to him is rather sickening.
That's why I am going to be requesting the entirety of his file along with chips and see if there's anything I can glean from it. Where they came from, why they're here, things of the sort, incidents that have taken place in the past.
This would be a good idea. I've gone over their files, but looking over something in that much depth would probably be a good idea.
A few days poring over that through the night.
His relationship with Rin, I find to be deeply concerning. I wish they weren't as close as they are.
Toxic, abusive, and leveraging.
I should.
But I believe that I have started to perhaps open her eyes to it. I'm not sure.
I hope so. It seems you're at a place where you're able to get through the Rin far better than I will. Her and I used to be closer. I'm not sure what happened, but seems to have stopped finding favor in me. Maybe I tried too hard to be the,
That's something I should bring up as well. Carver, a lot of the students talk about you with no faith at all.
Not surprised.
And feel comfortable openly disregarding your authority. This is not a good thing. No. I do not know why. And I don't know what brought it to that scenario. It is none of my business. My only concern is that even members of Vanguard are concerned with having you as a leader.
What did they say?
That's what they said. One of the phrases that was given to me is, you are more interested in drinking and flirting with other professors than training your own students. Do I agree with this? No. I know that there are things going on behind the scenes, and I know that someone in particular hounds you in your free time. But I can hardly tell this to students. I tell them to watch what they say, however, because they are their professors and they must respect them. But it's only fair that you know.
Thank you very much for informing me.
For what it's worth, Professor, I don't think these things of you at all.
Thank you. I've faced various challenges in the past, and it seems for the students they can't decide on what they want either. Because either if I'm there trying to guide them, I'm holding their hand too much. But if I try to let them take things into their own hands, I'm not providing them guidance.
That's when you must do what you feel is best as a mentor. Getting too close to them, well, you see what it does.
Yes.
They regard you as more of a friend than somebody they need to listen to. And I know you value your closeness with your students. And that is very understandable. The way that they're regarding you now is abhorrent. And they should know this.
I see.
If I may be so bold.
Proceed.
Perhaps starting with Vanguard, spending some time with them and asking them to speak freely in privacy. And tell them what's going on with your health. What you can tell them. All they know is what they hear on campus. They need to hear something from you. You're a good man, Carver. And a natural leader. You'll get through to them. I just need to try. Professor?
Rin really wanted me to give you these.
Give me what? Professor.
It was hard to say no, okay?
I will take them.
Sorry.
Good.
Sticky.
I was gonna say
half-eaten apple and an empty cup of coffee.
I was gonna say I think you're an amazing professor.
Thank you.
I don't disagree at all.
Like
You
since
are.
I've been here.
Mm-hmm.
And since I've been here, I've looked to you for example. You know.
I still have my own...
You have a good balance.
Hopefully. I still have my own degree of learning that I'm doing when it comes to working with a lot of the students. We're all growing in our own ways.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
of
I mean,
course.
to put it in a way that's more natural to you, Professor, do you think that enlisted and officers should hang out in the same space and fraternize?
It's been very finicky in the past, but I suppose not.
That's something to consider, that's all.
Every
But I
day that
have
goes
the
on.
utmost faith that you'll figure it out. I'm sorry, madame, what was that?
Basically every day that goes on, the fire users become more and more agitated with the fact that if they even so much as simply like Misty, literally, if you put out her fire, she's dead. So it's becoming hard and hard for the fire users to feel they have a place at this academy because, well, 4 of them simply can't even do what they would normally do because of one student's actions. So they're like, when do we get to be ourselves? When can we shine? It's not fair to us.
And I actually wish to speak with the
That's cool.
headmaster myself, because tying into the whole, we feel he's not doing his best to behave as an instructor. Unfortunately, I feel like I have my own hands tied, what with the students not being able to practice using their own magic or spar and the like. How do we expect our
This is
students to
something to
grow
bring
in
up to the
strength?
headmaster.
It definitely will be, because I feel like I've got my hands tied to a degree. There's lots I wish to do to exercise the students, but simply unable to, and I can't see the reasoning as to why.
Well, if you have the headmaster can't act without. If you don't tell the headmaster how severe the issue is as your observation as a professor, he can't act on it.
I'm
so it's
going
not
to
really
be.
his fault, it's everyone's fault for not reporting it properly.
I'm not pointing the finger at the headmaster here in regards to...
It sounded like you were. Just
No.
based on the
What I'm
words
saying
you
is I
used.
don't see the reasoning behind his decision, but I'm very well aware that I have not relayed the current situation involving the students and our inability to train them in certain regards. I've not relayed that just yet.
There's no denying they're getting stir crazy, and that's creating trouble.
It is.
I agree that they need to be occupied.
Maybe we can bring it up to him tomorrow.
Let's.
I'm for it.
I think it's been enough time.
Some students just might have to sit out of training and have specialized training as well.
You... At one
Me
point...
and I've been trying to get a fire training thing going with Melody for like a year now.
I've been speaking with him
can't
about
do
it, but it's been hard to assemble that, especially in the headmaster's... It's problematic. I will have words with him.
I will return. If you'll excuse me, professors.
Of course.
I don't mind being a target of the fire magic anyway, because... Although I do need non-flammable material from... I know Misty was looking into material that she can wear while she's in the forge. I'm gonna need some fireproof material as well for training. Because I would like to be able to participate in training and literally be a moving target, but I mean, like, my clothes would be burned off. But Misty, I think, is working with Vaughn to get an outfit that she can wear. Like jammies for the fire.
Where is Augusta?
I don't know.
I'm not sure where they are now.
I should actually like to find her. I have something to, approach her about. Yeah, no, dude, I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna... The moment they said... Which, unfortunately, I guess this... It was a call that Stealth made. He was saying he wants... Because he doesn't want everybody... He wants there to be a slow burn. He wants us to go back to the basics. The fuck are you doing? Jesus.
I got you!
Have any of you seen Augusta around?
Last I saw her was that direction, move that way.
Yes.
Right. Thank you. Have a good night. Yeah, no, it's so it was a call that Stealth made because he wants for show purposes. he wants there to be a little bit more of a slow burn when it comes to everyone's fighting, their abilities, their magic, stuff like that, which, personally, I'm like, yo, we're in fucking year 2. I don't think that's an issue, a matter now, you know? But he wants to do stuff like that for showmanship purposes. Fuck. But my concern with that is exactly what we're seeing here. The fact that we're all limited, and now there's training that we can't do. We're kind of sitting here going, well, what the fuck do we do? We're like, oh, go to physical training and stuff like that. And we're like, but these are a bunch of... Sorry to say, but we're a bunch of nerds wearing VR headsets, you know? And not everyone's exactly outfitted to, run a marathon in VR, you know? So it takes out of a huge aspect. And I knew for a fact that this was going to reflect on the professors, and it seems to be. And now we have to bring it to the headmaster, and it makes it look like it's his fault. Yes, actually. I meant to ask, how is your heat resistance? How's that been going when it comes to your training?
I can handle it better than last year, and the desert seemed to show a little bit of tolerance, though I didn't prepare myself for the sunscreen and
I see.
needing other things, but...
tell you what.
Why?
I'd like to do a bit of training if I could assemble both you and Gavin tomorrow. I have something in mind.
Only Gavin and I, sir?
Yourself and Gavin, you tend... Oh, wait, yes, sorry. There's also, yeah, I'll assemble all three of you.
Yeah, he was having
Liam.
issues as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'd like to train with all three of you tomorrow, actually.
sounds good. I can do that.
Fantastic.
Right. Where do we meet for this, then?
I will find you tomorrow and let you know.
Okay. I'll go find Gray if I see him.
Works. Just as a heads up. Feel free to let him know for me. Thank you. I have an idea. I have a couple of ideas when it comes to training for these students. It's all a matter of implementing them. Wait, what the hell am I doing? I'm used to there being a portal right on the actual docks itself. Higher-ups have a problem and they create an issue. Yep. Yep. I'll touch in with that in a second here, but... Here's an idea. I'll grab our icy friends, those who are not as acclimated to warm heat. Crank up the heat in here. Seal the windows. Close the door. Wonderful. Fight to get past me. If you can get past me, step outside to cool off, then you win. Otherwise, you're not allowed to leave this room until you force your way past me. Doesn't matter if you pass out or not. They likely will pass out. Ryder.
Sir.
What's on your mind?
Steele's words are on my mind.
Which ones?
He said, me being as I am is not enough.
What do you think that means?
I think what Steele is wanting of me is something that I can't give him.
And what would that be? You feel like it's something you're unable to give him, but you have no idea what that thing you need to give him is.
Yeah, I wish he was here. I would want to talk to him more in depth about it. You know, like, try to get a better understanding, point me in a direction where I need to go.
If you could take a guess, what do you think he refers to? He said, and in your own words again, more than you currently are?
Yeah, like, he wants me to be something. The thing is that no matter how much I try to grasp at it, I feel like I'm just grasping at straws. Like, nothing is making sense. I spoke with the other guys earlier.
What did they have to say about it?
All they told me was they were saying something about there are things out there that are stronger than me. And while I understand that fact, in order for me to beat them, I have to jot down their strategies and everything. But the problem is that, you know, I'm not some magic spell-wielding demon. I'm not a wizard. I'm not a fucking mage. You know, I'm Hellspawn. You know, I'm a Cambion. And I don't want to be some goody two-shoes that tosses spells everywhere. If anything, I want to be the guy that's right in their faces. You know?
You absolutely can be. I mean, you and I fight very similarly when it comes to that regard. A lot of people rely solely and wholeheartedly on tactics, strategy, and while it's very important to do so, sometimes it's simply easier to walk up and hit harder. You'll find yourself in a lot of fights like that. You're simply able to walk out on top because you are the bigger brute. It happens. But it's important to take everything into consideration. Make sure you're able to take a step back, analyze the situation, and determine whether or not it's a good time to be the brute or not. All this being said, he says to be more than you currently are. So you're sitting here thinking to yourself, what is it that Steel wants me to be, correct?
Yeah.
What if that's the wrong question? To be more than you currently are isn't necessarily to be what Steel wants. Steel wants to see you improve, he wants to see you grow, and as he said, to be more than you currently are. But maybe whatever that is, isn't something that he has yet to decide, it's something you have to decide. Make up your own mind. Obviously, you want to grow stronger, you, I'm sure, want to be more than you currently are. But instead of focusing on what you think he wants, how about focus on what you want? Because that will ultimately be the stronger decision. What is it that you want, Ryder?
I want to be a force that the school can rely on.
The very best that no
when
one
they have
ever
strategy,
was.
I don't want them to call me for that. What I want them to bring me in for is the guy that takes down all the strong people. The guy that shuts up all the other people and all the other bad creatures out there in the world who dare get in the way of this school's ideals and mine. If they're stronger than me, I want to fight them. I want to improve. I want to be able to disappear before the human eyes so fast that they think I went to another world with how fast I'm moving. I wish to be a dominant force, but a force for good and the responsibleness to take care of his friends. I only need to rely on strategy. I hate strategy. Going in with a plan. It's annoying.
just because you have a strategy, or just because you are indeed the brute that can overpower just about anything, doesn't mean you need to be without a strategy. That's always important. It's always something to keep in mind, because the important thing is to make sure you can indeed show up, be the brute you need to be, and get away with it. So the last thing you want to do is show up, guns blazing, and walk yourself right into a trap or an unfavorable scenario and situation. Of course, in certain ways, it's probably possible to train yourself to a point that what they spring on you doesn't necessarily matter. But I can understand entirely if you have a group of people wanting to throw a plan together. I think what you mean is you want to be the man they turn to when they say, alright, we've got these people we need to talk to, we've got these traps we need to deal with, we've got this whatever we need to acquire, and a whole series of plans and the like. But when it comes to a fight, when it comes to an attack, when it comes to that target they need to get rid of, that's when they turn to you and go, your job. Go smash.
That's what I want.
Mm-hmm.
All this complication and things about spells and wizardry and things like that, those things don't interest me. I don't give a crap about magic. What I care about the most is being able to be there.
You can
be the guy
be
that they need.
The frontline combatant. You can be the brute. But keep in mind that knowledge will never serve you wrong, even if it isn't something you personally utilize in your fighting style. You're aware of it. The more you know about your enemy, the easier it's going to be to fight them and take them on. And many times you'll find yourself in a situation where, yes, you were able to be the brute and beat who you needed to, but it required specific preparation. That's happened to me. I wasn't always able to just show up and smash everything I ran into. A lot of times there were complications, illusions, tricks, traps, things that I had to decipher, work around, finally work myself to the point where it was just him and me. It's important to keep that all in mind. It's easy to let such simple oversights determine who lives or dies, oftentimes.
Right. Knowledgeable of my situation. Knowledgeable of the people around me, their positions.
Think of it this way. The more you're aware of, the more you know your enemy. And the more you're able to plan around or practice against, the easier it will be to fight as that frontline brute, unobstructed.
Right. You're right. The one thing that I'm lousy at is strategically placing myself where I need to be.
Mix of that, finding the right times to strike, making sure you have the right support crew as well. That goes a long way. If you or others get messed up in a fight, it's important to have the right people around to mend the situation. Healers, for example. You need to treat every battle like it could indeed be your last. Never underestimate your opponent, no matter how small. Do your best to think of every outcome, every contingency.
That's it. That's the answer to my problem. I needed to hear this. Thank you. Actually, this works out brilliantly for me.
What do you have in mind?
The headmaster. The headmaster can summon things from different areas. If I can learn to fight said things, learn them instead of reading them in a book, I can strategize around them and come up with things on my own. That way, I can feed that information to Vanguard.
That's a good idea. Books will only teach you so much. Practical application will do you a whole lot much better.
Oh, man. You are actually a great fucking friend. Seriously.
I hope as good of a professor as I am as well.
Of course, I was gonna say that. But you're a genius.
We'll see.
I've been just moping around, not even realizing. Practical. That's the key. Get our team to fight something together. We strategize beforehand before entering the battle.
It's a good idea to practice rehash. I am aware Albrecht would be able to help as well. He can cast illusions.
That's true.
That'll come a lot in handy. I'm drafting up drills for everybody in particular.
Yes! We don't know what's out there in the world, okay? There are things out there that I don't quite understand that are stronger than me. Well, if they're stronger than me and we fight them on campus, get our whole squad together, practical measurement, precision strategy. This is...
Learn about your foes.
You've really helped me out. Yeah. This is the answer that Steele was trying to tell me. That's it. More than myself.
What Steele was saying was, of course, needing to be more than yourself. Grow and improve, but that's up for you to determine how. That goes for just about everybody here. I know that I could be more than myself as I am now. But it's up to me to determine what.
Think about it. Vanguard and the last mission, we lacked strategy. But it's because that it was our first encounter with those creatures. And plus, everything else just kind of came out of the blue. We were expecting a Minotaur, but what did we get instead? We got mummies and a Minotaur to boot. But if we fight those things beforehand as a group, then we can come up with a counter strategy in case we happen to run into any of those things outside of the school.
It may be a good idea to synchronize with the headmaster and Albrecht alike. Go through the individual creatures and the enemy types that we study up on the books. Find ways to conjure illusions of them, if you will. Or dummies, per se. Something that behaves the same, that you can work around and work with. Learn how to fight.
Yes! That's using your brain, Ryder. That's it. You just needed a push, and that's it. That is perfect.
I can have words with Albrecht as well.
Than me. Please do. You bastards might be stronger than me, but once I learn how to fight too, you're finished. Yes! Yes!
I have a couple of training routines in mind for some of the students. I'll be yanking them aside in separate groups, training on different days. Look forward to seeing everybody improve all around. But I'm actually going to try to find Professor Albrecht, see if he'd like to arrange something for tomorrow, and if not tomorrow, perhaps the day afterwards. Do our best to get together and get to work.
Please do. I'm looking forward to improving as a person. I'm so motivated for that.
You got it. I have faith in you. You'll grow stronger yet.
Thank you, Professor. And my good friend.
I'll sync up with you soon.
Yeah!
Work hard.
Yes, sir!
Is it bad that after hearing what Albrecht had to say that I'm unsure about what I think or feel when I hear him say the word friend? I hate that I feel that way. Shouldn't have to question this. Curry's such an anime. He is, dude. I love it. Yeah, I was charmed on that mission. I was unfit to go anywhere.
Understanding the type of world we're in, times and stuff are not what you're thinking. This stuff is pretty commonplace.
Is Albrecht still in sight?
I mean,
we have there's slavery in Concordia and like all that stuff. It's not.
I know. I was just wondering if.
Never mind then. I suppose not. Hmm.
Here, so people are going missing and more and more, and
I got you. I also try and make sure this dinner is
Thank you.
Sorry, Miss Fox.
People won't because it's this academy.
I'm well aware. Best I can do is try that. It might be the greatest plan that you
Trying to ruin my reputation.
really
Or they even claim that I did.
boots up with this one. A writer, just you're a genius. Claim that gorgeous man. Causing the conflict.
We are going back to the desert in the future, yes. Where would I find Albrecht? Yeah, because every fucking time I try to bring Vanguard together, all they do is bitch at each other. It seems like Melanie, at the very least, has calmed down a bit in regards to how she used to get so incredibly explosive. We just need them to fucking cooperate. Is that too much to ask for? And then they say it makes me look like the incompetent one. Yeah, sure. And here I thought I've been doing better this year. I just hate the handicap that the headmaster has given us. I'm gonna have talks with him about it. And if he disagrees... I would hate to allow myself to have my hands tied. What he doesn't know won't hurt him. Not finding him. Nobody goes to the library anymore, huh? A rather slow day. Tomorrow will be far more interesting, what with everything I've got planned. Oh, that's right. I haven't been up to the lighthouse. Yeah, lighthouse yet. Is there actually a way up there? I'm not aware.
Oh, I've not touched it. I'm not touching that shit. How long have they got? Like 20 minutes? I think? Half an hour? Oh.
Said someone was there in the cave. Well, there goes Victor. Not sure what else there is to do tonight, if I'm being honest. I don't really feel the need to go out and talk to everybody else. I just have plans to draft up. Yeah, that's true, maid. This is very true. Hydrate. Hydrate. I'm still in a good mood because of that email. Still lost the new school design. I'm not lost, I just don't know where, how to get to the lighthouse, because that was added after the season started. The hell are these? Oh, the music box. I don't see anybody here. Is that the graveyard they were at? Nope. Where the hell is Albrecht? Well, there seem to be people here at least.
Hello, Carver.
Greetings.
How are you doing?
As well as I can be.
Yeah.
Got lots to plan, lots to work with, lots to consider.
How's, Zachary and Lila?
They're doing fine. Safe for the night. Lila, it seems, was let out. Seems she's well in her own mind at the moment. It's just her form she's unable to control.
I couldn't help but to feel worried.
Naturally. But
Naturally, yes.
we've